Hey everyone, and welcome back to my videos. My name is Nikki Windsor. My company is Jungle Goddess, and I'm a health and nutrition coach. So I work with people, particularly who have digestive problems. I help them identify a diet and lifestyle change to alleviate the symptoms. And a meeting that I had with a client this week was the inspiration for this video. She's really struggling with prioritizing time, trying to introduce some new habits to improve her health and well-being, and she's just really struggling to shoehorn them into her day. So I shared with her something called the time management matrix, because the fact of the matter is, like, we've all got the same amount of time in the day, so it's about how each of us manages our time. So the time management matrix really makes you have a look at where you're spending your time and whether or not all of your tasks should be demanding your time. So I'm going to share that with you now. Okay. So basically, the time management matrix splits your time into 4 different quadrants. Quadrant 1 is your urgent and important tasks. Quadrant 2 is important but not urgent. Quadrant 3 is urgent but not important, and quadrant 4 is not urgent and not important. And that's because there's really 2 factors that define an activity, and that's urgency and importance. So urgent activities, they demand our time. It's something that has to be done, and there's usually some sort of consequence attached to not doing it. Where important is those tasks and activities that really contribute to your long-term work, personal and family goals. So they're the things that really contribute into your life purpose. So breaking them down a bit further, quadrant 1 is, as I said, it's those tasks that really demand your attention. They have an approaching deadline, and quite often they'll have some sort of consequence attached to them. So that's your crisis moments, your emergencies that you have to attend to. It might be some pressing problem that you can't put off, paying bills, projects with deadlines on them, a crying child, a dog that needs to go out to the bathroom. So these are all things that they usually kind of make a lot of noise, and you can't ignore them. They're in your face, and it's like, right, okay, I have to invest my time in this. So that's your urgent, important. Then another place where we spend a lot of time is stuff that's urgent, and the urgency comes through from that. It's in your face, it's demanding your attention, it's interruptions, it's emails, it's calls, it's meetings, it's other people's deadlines, and they're coming and needing help from you. So it's those things that are important to others, but maybe not important to you. So they're urgent, but to you, they're not important. And so they often don't actually require your involvement, but they're demanding it. And it's your ability to manage that area as to whether or not you spend time on it or not. But because of that urgency factor, we get drawn into these tasks. So then we got our important, and not urgent tasks. So these are where we should be spending more time. These are very important to us, but because they're not urgent, they get put on the back shelf. But these are the things that really are going to help you achieve your business, your personal and your family goals, or your vision. So they really should be, this quadrant is where you should be spending most of your time. And then we've got the not important and the not urgent. And this is that place where we kind of escape to. Often when we're a bit overwhelmed, it's that time wasting area. It's that those escape activities. It's doing the things that are easy, that you like to do. And often you're doing them because you've had enough of the firefighting and you just need something that you can escape with. It's like daydreaming, it's mindless internet, it's scrolling through your social media, it's watching a lot of TV, and TV that's just not really growing you in any way. So they're inconsequential tasks. You know, if you don't spend time on them, nothing really is going to happen. And the important thing is they're not contributing to your life goals. So to do effective time management is worth looking at where you are spending your time. So get your to-do list out and fill in the different quadrants. So what you want to be doing is managing your time in quadrant 1. These are important and they're urgent. You need to spend time there, but you need to try and manage how much time you spend in that quadrant. You need to be maximizing the amount of time that you're spending in quadrant 2. That is the stuff that is personally important to you. It's the stuff that is rewarding. It's the stuff where you're growing. It's where you're investing in yourself, your business, and your family. And then minimize your time in quadrants 3 and 4. If you can in quadrant 3, avoid them. If you're being called into a meeting because someone is getting close to their deadline and it's really urgent for them, but ask yourself, am I going to contribute to this? Is this worthy of my time? Just because someone's shouting loud that you need to be involved doesn't mean that you do have to be. So really question whether or not you need to be involved in these urgent but not important tasks. And then, that not urgent, not important. Yeah, there's some nice things to do in there, but it's just limit your time. Just don't spend too much time there. So it's really looking at quadrant 1 of this is the do now stuff. Quadrant 2 is the schedule, but do it later. Quadrant 3, can you delegate it? Do you really need to be involved in it? Maybe someone else who can pick this up. And the quadrant 4, well, can you delete it or at least limit it? Now, what I'll do is I'll share with you a blank version of that time management matrix, and I encourage you to take the time to write down your to-do list in it, and then really question, right, is this urgent, non-urgent, important, non-important? And then analyze where you're actually spending most of your time. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have used this tool before, then do let us know. Or if there's any other tools that you can recommend for time management, then please share with us. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be back with you next week. All right, bye.